I'm Marissa Alvarez, and I am a senior at San Quentin High School. As far as school, before COVID, school was kind of like it was still stressful in my junior year and the previous years, but it wasn't as bad as now. It was just like a day-to-day thing. I could just go through school, and I didn't mind it too much because I also did after-school tutorials. They would help me with homework, and I could just sit around with my friends and do homework or ask for some tutoring. With COVID, it's way more stressful, definitely, because I feel like teachers say they understand, but then they don't really like help us out or make it easier to stay home and I do my work. And it's just demotivating a little bit more. Can't always find the motivation to do stuff, but I do it anyway. To motivate myself, sometimes I'll take breaks. I'll also tell myself if I get like my homework done now, then I won't have to worry about it. So that way I can just get everything out of the way, and then I can just have a weekend to myself, which is hard to manage sometimes, but I'm able to get through all the homework. There's just so much going on that I kind of have to sort out my thoughts, and then I usually think about like what I'm going to do, because I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. Like, I thought I had all this time, and then suddenly I didn't have the time. Everybody talks about, oh, I'm going to graduate high school, and then I'm going to go to a 4-year, and it's going to be okay. I'm going to get my diploma and get out. Like, I've noticed that it's really like the minor details that like count the most, because I didn't think about the minor details, like what major I'm going to do, or if something like a pandemic were to happen. I usually tend to think about like, where am I going to go from here on out? I'm trying to think more about like the near future instead of the very far future. That way I can just have little goals to work towards. It's kind of concerning because I don't know how long the coronavirus is going to last, and obviously it's going to have an economic impact everywhere, including going to school and being able to pay for it. I was already worried about scholarships and all that, how we were going to work it out. Now it's just kind of gotten even more burdening because college is pretty expensive, and the scholarships don't always like cover everything unless you got lucky and you got the one that covers like full tuition. I have this idea in my head that's like, if you get straight A's, you're gonna get into a good college. Lately, I see it for like how it is, and you look at the UC schools, especially in California, it's so hard to make it into these top colleges, and you're like, okay, if I don't make it here, I'm going to be a nobody, or I'm not going anywhere. Or if I decide to go to college, it's not going to be as good as going to a 4-year directly. And it's just like all that pressure just kind of makes you go crazy. I've recently realized that it's a common perception among my peers and I that, we have to get these good grades, and then we have to go to school, and then we have to join the workforce. Lately, I've been trying to like slowly work myself out of that mindset. It's not easy, definitely, but I've been trying to find my way to like figure out what I want, and I'm trying to give myself more time to think it out and work with what I have instead of what I don't have. It's hard to cope with it because I'm a very big perfectionist, and it definitely affects me, like my mental health and everything. It's not help my mental health. Trying to like work it all out, it's hard, but I'm like slowly getting there. I'm just trying to like remind myself that I do have time. I can slow down, and I don't have to be as fast as everyone. I also don't have to go to a 4-year if that's not what's going to be the best for me. I have to remind myself that I'm on my own path. I'm like my own entity and my own person, so I can do what I need to like figure out who I am and what I would like to do, so that way my future doesn't end up one that I didn't exactly picture or one that I don't like.